Hi, I'm Katie Couric. Welcome to Eye to Eye. 10 years after he first spotted the book on a shelf, Sean Penn finally got his chance to make the movie Into the Wild. He spoke with Harry Smith about the importance of judging a book by its cover, the power of dreams, and his journey to bring this story to light.
How'd you discover McCandless' story?
There was I was living in Los Angeles, and it was about, I guess, going on 13 years ago now. There was a chicken place I used to go to for lunch. It was an outdoor courtyard in the Brentwood area. And there was a two-walled bookstore, open-air bookstore, where you can browse while you're waiting on your chicken order. And I used to go in there. I'd buy a book now and again in there. And I saw the picture of the bus on the cover of this book called Into the Wild, and there was something that drew me to it. And I've always kind of celebrated my own interest in judging a book by its cover. I think there was a change somewhere along the line where you got the sense that authors had an influence over the covers of their books suddenly. And so I bought it, and I took it home, and I read it cover to cover twice. Immediately it became something I knew I wanted to do as a movie more than anything I'd ever come across before. And so the next day I started pursuing the rights for it, which led me to John Krakauer. And John Krakauer brought me to meet the family. And that went on for a few meetings. We flew to Norfolk a few times. It got very close. It was a kind of final meeting that I was going to fly in from Los Angeles again to have to resolve it all. When the mother, Billy, called me and said she'd had a dream, in as much as saying that Chris had said, "Don't make a movie about me." Mm. So I told her if I didn't respect dreams, I wouldn't make movies. And we, in essence, left it at that. But I did say that if anything ever changed, that I would never stop wanting to make this. And so 10 years went by, and I got a call out of the blue saying, "We think we're ready to see a movie made."
How surprised were you when you heard from the family after 10 years? Let's go ahead and do this thing. And what did they say to you?
I got a call from a representative saying, "Are you still interested?" And then I called John Krakauer to say, "Is this real?" And he spoke to the family. He says, "It's real. Do you still want to do it?" And I said, "Yeah, I still want to do it." And then I jumped around the room a little bit, and then we set up a meeting. They wanted to review things with me, see where I stood, what my approach would be 10 years later. And I guess more than surprise, I felt it was seamless. I'd been working on it all that time somehow, and I just started taking all that work and putting it on paper.
How'd you find the right person to play McCandless?
I was pretty well done with the first draft of the script, and I saw The Lord's Dogtown. I'm not aware of too many of the actors of that generation. And I saw Emile Hirsch in that, and there was something I thought, very little doubt in my head that this guy on a day-by-day basis could play this part. There was a lot more to this part than bringing a little craft of acting and a talent and the right face and physicality, because he has some beautiful physicality in the Dogtown movie. And this was going to demand all of those things, but it was also going to demand a 21-year-old kid to become a man in front of my cameras over an 8-month shooting period. He would have just come of age to go hang with the guys in the bar after work. And because of the physical demands of the movie, that wasn't going to happen one time. And he was going to be living a monk-like existence and not losing his spirit of joy while doing it. Mm. I can't imagine that anybody else but Emile could have done it. So I met with him. I told him I had a couple of projects I was thinking about. I didn't want to put anything specific out there in the beginning, and that went on for a couple of months. And I just wanted to get as best a feeling as I could of the kind of, what he was made of. This isn't a movie where you go back to your trailer, have a warm meal. It's not a movie where you work and wouldn't be past us to work a 20-hour day, and often in the middle of nowhere. Sometimes we'd leave our crew behind and go out with 6 people way out into the wilderness. And he just lived it like you see it on screen. He was just a director's, a gift to a director. And that's the best I can tell you.